What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're having a fantastic day. What is good, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to be vibing today. We have NAKD on the table. We're looking good. Let me just quickly lower the music a sec. Let me lower the music. Let's get this party started. Yes. How are we all doing in chat right now? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome, NAKD apes, NAKD family, NAKD army. What's good? Captain Yoni, good morning, Sam. Tell us something good. Well, we have some good news today, ladies and gentlemen. We genuinely do. And the price action is not reflecting it, but let me quickly show you all something fantastic, right? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Here we go, right? TTC 005. Have you all read this? Put a 1 in chat if you have read this DTC 005 filing. Put in chat. Put a 1 or a 2. If you've read it, put a 1. If you haven't, put a 2. We are going to be in a fantastic position. And I'm going to explain why, right? And I do have a video about this later on. But this is going to be something that is going to be very, very... This is going to really develop the market in a very good fashion, right? So, let me just quickly pause the music a second because it's putting me off a little bit. Okay. So, what this is going to do, right? This is going to stop naked shorting. It means that they have to have financial collateral damage to be able to like short a stock. They are going to have to put up front $250,000 to short a stock instead of the initial $10,000. Now, looking at this right here, the pledge services of DTC are available to banks, trust funds, companies, broker dealers, and other persons approved by DTC, which have entered into agreement. So this is the DTC agreement. Every single hedge fund, every single bank, every single trust fund, everyone has had to sign an agreement with the DTC to be legible, to be able to join this sort of like thing, right? So what this new DTC ruling is when pledge securities to a pledgee, the pledge's position is moved from the pledge's general free account to the pledge's account. And I'm just trying to find the statement here. So essentially, right, they are not going to be able to naked short this stock. According to the DTC rule, unless they're willing to pay fines, they are not going to be able to naked short this stock because they have to have financial collateral damage. And what that means is they have to have the funds available to actually buy the shares, right? So that's going to be a very, very important factor moving forward. You can't see any news from Naked? Yeah, so there has been no new PR. Nothing like that as such, but this is fantastic news for the market in general. Stocks like AMC, stocks like CTRM, stocks like SNDL, stocks like AMC, GME, all of them. This is going to affect those stocks because, as we all know, they have been heavily naked shorted through the dark pools and other means, right? So this is going to be very, very positive stuff moving forward into the future. Exactly. They're pretty much leasing shares which don't exist on the market, right? So we estimated that the NAKD army, the NAKD apes, own 1.3 billion shares of NAKD, right? So essentially, what we've seen negative price action, which doesn't make sense for the amount of shares that are currently on the market. We have the outstanding shares for NAKD, as discussed in one of my last videos, is 710 million outstanding shares, right? So the fact that we own 1.3 billion, just us retail investors, it doesn't make sense because you have to like think about the ownership as well. So the ownership shares, it doesn't like it's just like, you know, it's got to make sense. And you know, there's so many like outstanding shares currently, like there's not enough shares for this stock to stay down at this level. What do I make of this article? Yeah, exactly. So that explains why they've been barcoding. So what's been happening is essentially shorters now have to be shorting on an uptick. So when we have seen that barcoding, it's because NAKD has ticked up, so they're allowed to short, and they're allowed to utilize those shorts, and then it brings it back down. So that's why we've seen this barcode just go up and down, up and down, up and down. That's the sole reason why we have seen that happening, right? Hedges don't buy, they're cheap. Yeah, for sure. The article says that NAKD is not as shorted as we think. So the article. Wait, which article? Well, so someone linked me the article that says that, because I can almost say that NAKD is the highest, one of the highest naked short stocks currently on the market. It currently has 4.3 billion naked shorts that has been taken in the dark pools, and that's what was the information that was presented to us on Reddit. And in addition as well, right? He's wearing FUD, Captain. No, so pretty much it's sort of like for me reading this article in the same interpretation, they just can't do their traditional short. We need to buy the FT naked shorts, keep it up the hedges way. Yeah, so Captain, basically, right, what I would say is regarding that article, that there has been data shown to us that suggests otherwise, right? And there is a lot of data to back up and a lot of research that has gone into it to back up what's actually been happening on the market, right? So yeah, I mean, like that's all I've got to say. That look at the facts that have been available to the NAKD army. Anna, if it's possible, could you link the report that the NAKD army made, because that was a great indicator of whereabouts we're going. Right, so that's a great indication of how many shorts there are actually on the market, and the current shorts that have been taken out are, I believe, was it 0.95 times the actual total market float. Which, if that is the case, that is absurd. That is absolutely absurd. Like there's no other way to describe it. It will close 5.7% on green. Yeah, I believe we could see a green day today. I mean, the actual price action today, as you can see, we're currently here at the moment, and we are trying to test this resistance flag that I had within this bearish flag. So if we can break out of this bearish flag, we should consolidate at a 0.67, and then we could see a breakout, potentially back up again. Have you seen the data showing that we're currently in an all-time high of hedge funds investors since 2018? We're in an identical pattern as it was when it blew up 5 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Like the manipulation that we are seeing right now is crazy. There's so many mental mind games that are going on. Like it's honestly, it's surreal. It's absolutely surreal. Okay. Oh, a sec. We've got a guess, everyone. We got a guess. Sorry, Josh. I had my phone off. Oh, 2 secs. Hold on. There we go. The man himself. Let me try and sort this out. You can talk to him.
There you go. My mic and stuff are working.
Yeah, everything's working, mate. I'm just trying to sort you out.
Wow, I was going to say, it makes a change for me not being out. JB, I've been playing a lot of golf. As kind of old and boring as that sounds, yeah, I've been getting quite good at golf on the quiet. So that's where I've been. The stream schedule and when I've had my tea times and stuff booked have been kind of like conflicting. So Yeah, I do apologise for that, but we are back now. I'm back. Sam's here, and yeah, everyone's having a good time. By the sounds of it.
There we go. Let me just quickly put one more thing out there. Window capture. Okay, now we'll have to add another one there. Put that down. Okay, nice. We're good to go.
Sorted.
We are good to... Oh, wait, no, we're not.
That's broken it.
Yeah. Always the way. Hold on. Let me bring you back.
One with the DTC, I believe it's from today, isn't it?
The stream's so scuffed right now. Oh,
Yeah, exactly,
sorry, guys.
mate. Because it's difficult to play when there's zero gravity. So
So I'll just see your forehead. Edit transform. I reset that. Sorry, everyone. I'll sort it in a sec. We're getting there. 100. There we go. I think you're good now, Josh. I think.
are we good now?
I think so.
Good?
Looks like it.
Ask Alan Shepard how to play golf on the moon.
Yeah. But we need to get that. Okay, I think it's all sorted. Can everyone see Josh? Can someone put it in the chat?
Yeah, I think it's
Have I sorted
working.
it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good stuff.
Anna said, thank you, Anna.
You sent the reports, good stuff. Hold on, let me yank that across. Okay, we'll bring up the report. We'll bring up the report. Okay. So, I mean, this is reported on the 6th of June. This report was made. So this, I don't think I've seen this one before, actually. Okay, so currently, what's that? So outstanding shares. So apparently 674 million. 0.6 outstanding shares. Insider shares 17,555. Yahoo Finance changed their shit. Yeah, I noticed that.
Broke something.
Mate, everything's breaking today. Technology's failing us.
Exactly. But I'm back. Everything's gone to pot now.
And shoulders. Yeah, true. Was they? Yeah, so this was. I'm not sure. Anna, did you make this report? Who made it? Oh, it says down here. Hyper, Vince, Nash, Dejura, and I'm guessing that's original opinion. So a lot of the NAKD admin seems to have come together to make this. So the borrow shorts apparently 511. No, five. What is that? I can't read. 500. The 51.1 million. Right, I've got it. The amount in dark pools is apparently 100 and... Is that 1.90 billion? Jeez. So yeah, apparently the total combined shorts 1.223 billion. Do they say correction? Yeah, so Yahoo Finance, they've really changed their tone on what NAKD is saying. Like they've gone from being very, very negative to actually a lot of the people in that being quite positive about it. So that's a good sign.
It's because there have just been 3 more hedge funds that have gone long on NAKD as well, though, which is why. And I guess they're just following what the smart money's saying.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so this is the one from June the 6th. So last reported failure to deliver was 27.8 million. Yeah, I did see that. I was actually saying that to Josh like just before we jumped on the stream about the FTD. Yo, Le Batelier. Vince, what's going on, mate? How's it going? You've got 31 people up in here. Good stuff. Not a bad first stream. First stream back.
Yeah, first stream in 8. This is the first stream I've been in
for about a month.
Yeah, easily.
We got the people up in here. Van der Veck and David. So, I mean, yeah, looking at this data here, you know, like, it's clear that NAKD is a very, very shorted stock. And with the new DTC 005 being implemented, I believe today, you know, I can see some good things happening today. I'm not sure whether we're going to... Because at the moment, right, I've drawn us in quite a bearish flag. But I believe once we break out of this, we may potentially could start hitting the 0.7s again. And then potentially pushing on from there. But I think it's all going to depend on the volume today, really. I think volume's going to be key to see some positive price action. KD, what's the pre-market looking like? Market watch. So the pre-market, we are currently sit at 1.16 million volume, which isn't actually that good. I was expecting a bit more. But it is what it is. What's AMC sitting on? Just out of interest. So AMC sitting on about 5 million. So actually not much trading's happening today, because I've seen sometimes in pre-market NAKD having, you know, 10 million in the pre-market. So yeah, it's interesting. You should get in touch with OK Ticket on the yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need to just get everyone sort of behind this stock, and it starts off with the NAKD army. You know, we all need to sort of we all need to come together for this to really take off. You know, you see stocks like AMC, they've got a massive buying community right now, and that's why they've seen the price action they have seen, because people are tweeting it. They're putting it out there on social media. They're getting the word out there, which at the moment, you know, for NAKD, I think it's just myself and Josh, and obviously Vindal. So, you know, and also the NAKD stock Twitter as well. They do a good job, but we need more people behind it to actually really make this start taking off. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like the Reddit's not massive for NAKD like that. As far as it goes, like it's sizable, but when you look at it in comparison to the AMC one, we just need to get it pushed as much as we possibly can.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Vince wants me to share his chart. Let's have a look here. Okay, so this is Vin's chart here. I believe he made this on Weeble Bullets things. So that's interesting, actually. There's a lot of lines. Yeah, I mean that could potentially happen. If we see like a nice uptrend once we break out of the bearish flag, you have the exact same bearish flag as me, actually. So yeah, you've sort of got it pretty similar to me to consolidate that 0.71 mark and then potentially start pushing forward from there. So yeah, very, very nice stuff. Oh, you can hardly hear Josh. Sorry, let me turn you up. Josh, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. I just put you I just turned you up. No, the movie's doing that weird glitch when the market opens, when everything just goes to
Oh, yeah. It's like, it's so strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Hi from Singapore. What's good, Misty? How's it going? Yeah, we've hit Singapore, Josh.
Love that.
But the amount of different countries that we have in here is just mind
Worldwide.
blowing. It really is, honestly. Like I had someone who messaged me from Puerto Rico the other day. Like it's crazy. Good afternoon from
You know,
Austria. Yo,
but any
everyone in chat right now, put where you're watching us from, just for our amusement. Grizzly Bears, when will NAKD squeeze? I mean, how long's a piece of string, mate?
yeah, exactly.
No one really knows exactly when it's going to squeeze. All we know, we know the facts. We know the figures that are in front of us, and that's what we're basing out. That's what we're basing off. You've got 42 people up in here. What's good, everyone?
I'll tell you what. One thing that I would love to see NAKD do is become part of an ETF somewhere,
Yeah, for sure.
or make its way into an index fund or something.
Yeah.
Like, because that's one thing that might happen with like AMC and GME. Because they've got the Russell. Is it the Russell 1000?
Is it 1,000 or 500? I can't remember.
I think it's 1000.
Yeah, it's S&P 500. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the Russell 1000, and they might be qualified for that, but it's one of the most bought, kind of internally traded in funds that there are. So that's just going to aid it in boosting its price.
Yeah.
So
for
something
sure.
like that could happen with NAKD. That'd just be amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know where that would come from, but got Hollywood,
Hollywood, we love that.
New York, Cleveland, loads of people from America,
Yeah, from all
Germany.
over. We've got a nice array of people up in here. Josh's head's missing.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I've sat up now.
I was wondering. I brought it up on my screen.
Yeah, I was like sat down like this. So I have sat up now.
I think it could be because I keep. Yeah, I think I need to just keep your screen open just so the Discord sort of sorts it out. Wait, now
1
you've
minute to about. I sold my 100 shares of CTR RAM for 79 cents on March 9th, and literally 10 days later it shot to... Hey, that's what happens. That's one of the things with the stock market. However, if you're gonna leave, you leave and you've got to commit, and it's an all or nothing game, really. So don't regret what you missed out on. Look to what you can gain in the future.
Sorry, man. I've got you looking like a test tube alien up in here for some reason. It's like I don't know what's happening. Fit to screen. Potentially that. Yeah, that looks a bit better. We'll just have you like that. Sorry if it looks messy on stream, everyone. I just need to have it up somewhere. So who else we got up in here? 1 minute till the bell. I think the bell was just hit. Yep, it's just hit.
Yeah, it's just hit.
Oh, AMC. AMC started at 61, 62.
That's one thing with the DTC rules, is it doesn't directly affect NAKD, but more it affects the kind of the Reddit stocks or the meme stocks, whatever you want to call them, which inadvertently affect NAKD, if that makes sense. So it's not specifically targeted, but it will have a knock-on effect and it will push NAKD way, way, way into the green. Hopefully.
UK Stag said sit still, Josh.
What's that?
UK Stag said sit still, for God's sake, Josh.
Oh, sorry, I just got to be moving.
Can we see the chart? Oh, yeah, sorry. Wait, yeah, this is the chart, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jose. Thank you very much. Puerto Rico in the house. We love that. NAKD still heading down by more at 65 cents. I'm just, to be honest, at this point, I'm just going to keep averaging down. But at the moment, my average is already 0.6, so I've got a little way to go for it to average down. But that was the beauty of buying it like 0. I think I bought it 0.5. Like I just bought quite a few shares down there, so quite a nice little entry point. But I did buy more on the stream. I bought it at the 0.72, which brought my price up to 0.6. But my price originally was 0.56, so...
But I can see it reversing in a second.
Yeah.
As there is resistance at 65 cents there.
Yeah, I wonder, do you reckon this DTC rule's being implemented right now? Because AMC's coming down as well.
Potentially, it's just whenever there's a reaction, there's always then an overreaction, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those that we need to wait and see for the dust to settle.
Yeah, to be honest, at the start of the market, like this thing just goes crazy than at the start.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it'll start leveling out. I mean, with AMC, actually, when it took off, like when it did that massive run, it was in between. So it was sort of between like 12.30 and 1:30. It did that massive rise from about 40 to 70. So. You know, I think at the start, because there's so much buying and selling, it just sort of, it does its own thing, and then...
I think I'm talking 55 cents to 50. I think it would dip that low. Potentially, but then again, it may not dip that low, and it may just shoot up to, say, $50, for example.
There's always that FOMO, isn't there?
Yeah, so... It's whatever, really, because obviously I don't know what your average price is and things like that as well. So it's just one of those. Do what is best for you. If you can average down at the moment, then do. Again, not financial advice, but averaging down is the better play at the moment when it becomes available.
Hey, Armada from Ontario, Canada here. I've already got a sizable NAKD position. I'm waiting for a really big dip before I put money into it. I'm talking 0.55 to 0.5. Do you think it'll dip that low? I don't know. That's the answer to us. Because at the moment, it's sort of like, how low does this sort of want to tank? Like at the moment, it seems like a lot of people flipping pennies at the moment. So... Yeah, I don't really... It's difficult to tell, but you always have that fear of missing out if it does go back down to 0.5, and it may never see that low again. So, you know, you've got to weigh up your options. Obviously, not financial advice, but I would just, you know, weigh up your options and see what you think. You know, looking at the graphs and everything, like, we may actually be testing the lower, like, the support level right now, because we see it coming down very quickly. So, and actually today as well, at the Ortex data, we saw 100% utilization today for NAKD shorts. So that could be what's going on. There's a lot, like they could be utilizing their short shares right now, you know, because that is what Ortex reported today.
Right, so Grizzly asks, I love Dogecoin. What's your opinion on Doge?
Yeah.
I think Doge has a very, very bright kind of potential. The only problem that's happening at the moment is the owner of Kraken Brokerages, who's another cryptocurrency exchange. They're to and fro with Elon Musk on Twitter over Bitcoin and Doge, or mainly Bitcoin, due to the economic and environmental impact that it's having with the production and mining of it. So whatever's happening with Bitcoin all knocks over into Ethereum, Doge, every other cryptocurrency in general. So it's just one of those where I think it will come good eventually, and cryptocurrencies are around to stay at the moment, but it's just going through a little bit of a rough patch, but I feel it will rally soon. So it's probably quite a good buy at the moment, dependent on what it is. You might want to wait for it to drop to, say, 20 or 25 cents, but...
I mean, it's already lingering around the 25 cents mark last time I checked.
Yeah, I was going to say, I checked the other day, it's 30 cents. Let me check Coinbase.
Yeah, I'm going to check Binance on my phone. So it's currently looking like Doge. So it's actually at 22 cents. It's really tanked today.
Yeah, so it's probably not too bad time to buy, but all cryptos are tanking today.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's down 5%, Ethereum's down 6%, Bitcoin Cash is down 8%, Litecoin's down nearly 10%.
Yeah, tough day for crypto today. But I think crypto will rally. It's got to rally at some point, in my opinion. Like, it can't continue to keep coming. Well, it can, but, you know, the likelihood of that happening. AMC is exploding. I mean, it's staying around.
Yeah, it's 62.
Yeah, I mean,
I was going to say, that's one thing. You want either AMC or GameStop again to take off, because when one of those starts performing, all of the Reddit stocks start performing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't matter which one. If NAKD started taking off, then all of a sudden both AMC and GameStop will as well.
Yeah. It's all like the snowball effect.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be a millionaire, don't we all?
Yeah.
Wait for it to moon.
So, Josh, what colour Lambo are you getting, mate?
Like on an electric blue, like a nice electric blue.
Yeah, I like that. I think I'll go for...
What about you?
Now, I'll probably go for... I like chrome black. I'm pretty boring.
Yeah. Just like a matte.
Yeah, matte black, yeah.
The main buy today is Quichao Mutai.
Oh, NAKD's dropped below the support. Josh, you have a question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Josh, you're studying finance, right? What do you think about the DCF valuation of NAKD by Wall Street Zen? I've not actually seen it, so if you can link it to me, I'll be able to let you know and have a quick look over it, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, the Wall Street, I think it was, last time I checked, it was like really high. So the fair valuation that Wall Street Zen currently have it at is... actually, where is it? Expand score. Now I remember, yeah. So Wall Street, this Wall Street Zen has NAKD as a fair valuation at $58.84.
Right. So
I'll bring it up on the screen a sec.
I will quickly work it out. Finviz, right. Sorry, this take me. Right. So NAKD, so earnings per share is minus 1.32.
I think they're going to scale up as much as possible from the entire market before NSCC 002 kicks in. Yeah, that could be what they're doing, but I would have thought with DTC 005 something would have happened today. Or at least some crackdown. But potentially what's happening is hedge funders may be just taking the fee, right? They may be just taking the fine. It may actually cost them, like, they may actually cost less to just take the fine, if that makes sense. Maybe is that the new support level? Oh, potentially that. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points there, so yeah. Yeah, I thought DTC 005 was effective immediately. I did make a video about it. Let me just quickly check that. Does anyone know what page that would be? So the DTC 005. Proposal, so it was approved on June 15th, 2021. Because it's approved, it shouldn't take too long to be enforced, but it may not be enforced yet. So it should a time period, not applicable. So a basis for summary effective pursuant, effectiveness. So yeah, here. So the proposed rule change is to take place effect immediately upon filing pursuant of Section 19B under the Act. In accordance with subparagraph, the proposed rule affects a change in an existing DTC service that does not adversely affect the safeguarding of securities or funds in the custody or control of the DTC, or for which it is responsible. Does not significantly affect the respective rights or obligations of DTC or persons using the service. The proposed rule would clarify text to the settlement guide and pledgees agreement without impact to the respective rights of obligations of DTC or persons using DTC. So, according to this, it should be effective immediately, right? Yeah, what's good, Chris Riviera? How's it going? Are the apes in? H-Town. The apes are in. They are in at the moment. We've actually got 40 people up in here. So yeah, the apes are in right now, and NAKD is bounced off that support, which is good. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to stay in this bracket if we can. I didn't. So I'm going to place a limit order to buy NAKD at 0.5. What do you think? If I could get 4,000 more shares, that should be a little more than 52,000 shares. So yeah, so 0.5. I mean, that would be a good average price at the moment, but obviously not financial advice. But that would be quite a good entry point from the price actually we've seen so far. But then do your own due diligence. That's what I'll say. Can you sum up the 005 quickly? So I did it at the start, but I'll say it again. And I do actually have a 10-minute video basically explaining what the 005 is. And that should be out. It's probably straight after this live stream, actually. I've got it in the vault, and I will release it straight after this video. I do have buy or sell button on Robinhood. Wait. You do not have buy or sell button on Robinhood? Really? Is trading ceased? No? That's weird. Wait, what? So what's happening there, Villa, then? So, like, is it just one of the buttons is gone, or? Because if that is the case, that's they're digging themselves a bigger hole. If that is the case. Oh yeah. So I'll talk about the 005. Jay Ball slapped the ass. Indeed. Right. So. The 005 is basically preventing hedge funders naked shorting. It means that they have to have financial collateral behind their positions, and they have to have around $250,000 attached to each. I think it's like each so many shorts that they're taking out. So they can't do it in quick succession. They have to have that financial collateral up there to ensure that the market is fair and there's actually weighting behind the shorts they've taken out. And there's actually finances attached to it, and they're not just manipulating the price without that financial collateral attached to it. So they buy and sell pop-up. Apes don't have a sell button. Yeah. we don't have a sell button though.
Right, so I've just had a look through and just kind of done some rough calculations using earnings per share, basically just using a bunch of things levied to the S&P 500 and how the S&P 500 is growing, because that's a very it's a fair benchmark. I've not gone into I can't find the NAKD detailing of what their projected growth and stuff is for the next 5 years. But going off of the lower band of what the projected growth for the S&P 500 is, the lower band for the next kind of, like, say, 5 years is a stock value of about $30 a share, and that's at the lower band of the S&P 500.
Damn.
So
what you're saying is,
again,
so
$57 is probably a fair valuation for it. Anywhere between 30 and 60, I'd imagine, is probably a fair price.
That's in a 5-year period, did you say?
Yeah, that's across a 5-year period.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty solid, considering the price it's currently trading at. But yeah, I mean that's the whole point of what we were saying is a long-term stock, right? So yeah. So let's. So has there been any investor news at all? Probably not. Justin's not very active, is he? I wish Justin would have responded to that message we put on Twitter. I'm trying to get him on an interview. That'd be sick. I mean, yeah, this is the last time he tweeted was on the 9th of June, which is about 2 weeks ago. No worries, mate. Have a nice day. Take care, mate.
Take care, mate.
So yeah, so Justin put NAKD's business strategy and recent shareholder support has completely transformed our balance sheet. Divesting from Bendon has paved the way for us to exclusively focus on the e-commerce marketplace. NAKD has a strong cash position, having over 270 million on cash on hand and zero debt, which we all know and we bark on about every single video, which positions us exceptionally well to explore strategic acquisition opportunities, morphing us into a large consolidated group. Now, Josh, I am no expert, but would you take on to that could potentially be them trying to become an L Brands or something like that, where they say a larger consolidated group?
Potentially. I was going to say it's fully dependent, really. Like, I'm when they come out and say certain things, I'm not too sure what they're actually trying to get at. Like, it's difficult to deduce and read between the lines of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
it's sort of like strategic acquisition opportunities. So to explore strategic acquisition opportunities, so they're looking to acquire more opportunities, morphing us into a large consolidated group that leverages operating and revenue synergies. So I mean, it's interesting. Like, it'll be interesting to see what this actually means and how it transpires in the future. But that's how I sort of interpreted that as. We appreciate the huge interest. Yeah, I mean, that's just.
I was going to say, with that tweet, that it could be looking at them turning into more like something like they already are, but something. It's like something to rival the likes of Asus, with their presence with multiple brands.
I mean, I'm not sure. What's the valuation of Zaful at the moment? Is that because I know that's big in America, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's big in the UK. I mean, it's got a United Kingdom chart. What's it currently trading at? Zaful.
My internet would work.
Zaful stock price. Stock price. Does anyone know what Zaful's going at the moment? I can't find it at the moment.
My internet's like not having.
That's Apple. Just enough to pull in big investors. Let's have a quick look at Zaful. Let's see if it's on here. Zaful. It's not. Is it not traded at the moment? It's not. I can't see it anywhere when I put it in.
Um,
So maybe it's not, but I know it's a very big e-commerce brand.
yeah.
So the fact that it's not trading and it doesn't have a public offering at the moment that I can see at least could be a nice acquisition if they go into e-commerce because they've got a very active social media. I know they do stuff with influencers as well. They do TikTok, they do Snapchat, all of the rest of it. So
Yeah, exactly. BlackRock have been buying up everything. They bought up like GameStop and stuff as well the other day.
yeah, yeah. BlackRock actually because they were investors in AKD as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like Patrick said, they're like in everything.
Yeah.
Like you say, everything is moving towards a fully e-commerce side of things. And in all fairness, I wouldn't be surprised if NAKD got bought out at all. Like, and the only reason I say that is their new introduction of mergers and acquisitions veteran.
Because they would have brought him in for a reason, I would have thought.
No, exactly. You don't have someone like that on the payroll if you don't actually need them.
Yeah.
But whether that's to do with them going and merging with someone like Asus, or whether that's to do with them acquiring, I don't know, like we were talking about before we went live, because Victoria's Secret have just left their thing. So whether they're looking to go standalone without a kind of parent sort of organization, or as to whether they're looking at joining someone else.
Yeah, my problem with Victoria's Secrets, though, is I don't think they're strictly e-commerce, which is what we're sort of looking at with NAKD. I mean, they would definitely add value, don't get me wrong, but the overheads on those brick-and-mortar operations that Victoria's Secrets currently operates, it could be a bit ropey there. I mean, if Victoria's Secrets is looking to go towards e-commerce, though, it could be a nice sort of merge of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, could a Walmart or Target buy out help at all? I mean, potentially. Do you reckon that's a possibility? I mean, Walmart and Target, they both do their own sort of thing with that, don't they? Like,
yeah, Walmart are massive though. So
yeah, they have a lot of things under them, don't they? A lot of subsidiaries. Yeah, so Walmart's got Asda, for example. They've got all these other ones. They've got a lot of subsidiaries, actually. They have an airline company. Like, I mean, that's potential, and that would increase the stock price if that happened for NAKD. It's just like... It also depends on the deal that they are able to negotiate as well, right? It's all about leveraging, and if they're able to leverage a good deal, especially with a 300 million in cash, they actually have a foot to stand on now. So they should be able to leverage quite a good deal, I would have thought.
yeah, exactly.
Patrick, too expensive. They may bet rights to sell on their platform. Yeah, that's potential. I'm not sure whether Walmart... I mean, Walmart would be a good one to sell on. I mean, if they could get their clothes in Walmart stores and online virtually, like for deliveries and stuff, that could be a good play. How many waves already inside the down channel? So in the down channel currently, we currently have... Well, I mean, this is on the 1 hourly. I mean, if we go to the 5 minute, you sort of see we are trying to consolidate back up. We see a green one after all this red C that we saw when market open. So we've seen a green sort of bounce off at this 64 cent mark. So hopefully we'll be able to stick within that support structure because I believe 63 cents was the current support level. So if we can stay within that bracket for a bit longer, that'll be good. I think at the moment it's just a stalling game, really. If we can just keep it up to a decent level and not make it hit zero, like they're gonna have to cover it at some point, right? Walmart has the distribution set up for Asia. Ah, right, okay. People won't think high quality if Walmart buys. Yeah, potentially. I mean, but is NAKD considered a sort of high quality brand that you pay a lot of money for? I haven't actually looked at the NAKD store really, but from what I can gather, it's not. I mean, it's not exactly a prestigious brand for shoppers as such, and I'm not sure how much the clothing's actually selling for currently. Do they have their e-commerce platform now? Have they made it yet or not? No.
No, not as of yet. But
no, they aren't
again, I still would be surprised that people just bought an AKD out just because of the zero debt and the 270 million cash in hand. Like, they might see the value in that.
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than the actual company and its subsidiaries in, like, they see more value in the money that an AKD have than the value of the companies they own.
AKD is being sold at Walgreens. Oh, the Heidi Klum acquisition. Yeah, that was Fraser Hollywood, wasn't it? Heidi Klum and Fraser Hollywood was part of a pharmacy deal. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think today it's going to be interesting to see. I think if we can stay on the support structure, we should be in good stead for the future and, the next days of trading. Any ideas about reverse split? Reverse split. I don't see this happening personally, and I'm gonna talk about this actually because this has been a point raised up by a lot of people. Now, reverse split. Does NAKD really need a reverse split? That's what you have to ask yourself. Does Justin need the capital? And at the moment, the answer is really, I can't see why he would need to raise cash that desperately, if that makes sense, right? Like, I think with the reverse split, I can't see that happening at the moment, just because he's not going to want to annoy us retail investors who basically brought NAKD out the trash, let's put it. So, I can't see a reverse split happening personally, but, I may be wrong. I was wrong with CTRM, but,
It depends how desperate they get.
Yeah.
With the compliance.
That's what it will stem down to, is how desperate are they going to be with it.
Because if in a second the stock shoots up to $10, there is no need. However, if the stock falls to, say, 30 cents, and you've only got, I don't know, a month left before you need to make compliance, then yeah, it's a difficult one.
I've been predicting a Walmart/Amazon merger for years now. Could you imagine if that would happen? Every brick and mortar Walmart store would essentially become a distribution center. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely add a lot of value to NAKD, right? If that did happen.
It's whether the owners would go for it, because the Walmart family and old Jeff Bezos would both want to have a significant hand in. Like, it would just be so valuable, it would be disgusting. And I don't know whether they would allow it, because it would probably fall into the anti-competitive type of thing, because they would just be like a super monopoly.
Yeah, Anna, just out of interest, whereabouts is DTC 002? Because I saw the 005, but because I thought it was the NSCC 002. But yeah, if you link me the DTC 002 so I can have a look at it, that'd be much appreciated. Are you using moving average in the chart? No, but I can have a look at it. I mean, the moving average right now currently, yeah, bearish at the moment, but you see we're currently in this lower bracket. Wait, what the heck is going on here? So we saw a bullish crossover there. Then we came down, and then so this is the lower bracket here. The moving average came down. We're now currently the very lower bracket with this massive sell-off or whatever the heck happened here. So hopefully what will happen is, as this starts raising up, this moving average will consolidate and potentially, see it back up around the 0.66 mark. That's what I reckon may happen today, but who knows? Who knows? Not financial advice. Well, I think that is all from us today. Josh, do you have any final words?
No, that's it. Other than have a fun-filled day and just keep your eye on the news even more than the stock market.
For sure. Yeah, just keep your eyes open. Have a happy day trading, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.